Welcome guys, after a long break. It was a while since I posted the last video or videos about BMW e46, especially M54 engine. I did few things to it, shown few people what's causing the oil burning, etc. Now we're gonna focus on simple stuff. It was a while since I posted the last video because I was too busy. I was doing another channel and another channel for these people from Autodog. They want me to do some videos, simple videos. However, recently I'm doing videos more like this today, how to use OBD2 before we do any fiddling with spanners and ratchets and screwdrivers. So that's the idea, to know where to look before we're gonna break something. So yeah, I started my own company, my own business. I'm fixing cars for people every day. That's my job now. So I quit my old job, which I worked like, let's say 10 or 11 years. Now I'm doing cars since 2 years. So probably you're gonna see more videos again about BMWs, because I think there's still plenty of people around the world who actually don't know how to fix the cars, don't know how to approach. So let's get started before we're gonna open the bonnet. So let's close it. So this is E46 M54 engine. No codes saying there's something wrong with fuel mixture, no code saying there's something wrong with any sensor or timing, etc. I check all these live data and I see only one problem. I'm gonna pull out the OBD2 scanner to show you what's going on. So okay, before we're gonna open the bonnet, I wanna see what's going on after I reset the adaptations. It's very important in these engines to reset before diagnosis. Adaptations, so all the fuel trims are gone, they're gonna start from zero. And another thing, the engine is warmed up, because when it's cold it's gonna give you rich conditions, so we want to avoid that when we're doing any tests. So I got fuel trims around, short-term fuel trims around -3. When the car is idling, I'm gonna see what's going on when I'm gonna hit the gas. They're going very lean, which is about, I saw +8, 7, 6. So they're going sorry, not that. So as you see on the graph, it's easier to catch the graph what's going on when the car is on RPM. They going lean. When I release the pedal, they going back to zero or a bit richer. So that's gonna be indication of usually two things: something wrong with fuel pressure or the MAF sensor is wrong. However, I don't suspect the MAF on this stage. It's easier to check fuel pressure. Again, we're gonna hit the gas. Yes, they're going very lean. And again, off the gas, they're dropping to, let's say, normal condition. So next thing what I'm gonna do is simply checking the fuel pressure. So guys, let's start and do a pressure test, because I know, I suspecting there's a problem with fuel pressure. Like you saw on the graph, the fuel mixture is going lean on RPM. So I think let's start from fuel pressure testing. Here we have a rail, fuel pressure rail with the valve. Unfortunately, I don't have connector to that, I don't have an adapter for that, but this valve is the same valve as you're using for the tires. So using tool for removing valves from the tires, I can simply remove that valve. Be careful if you have pressure inside. First you can just bleed the system to release any pressure. This car sat overnight, so I don't actually think there's gonna be any pressure inside. I'm just gonna make sure it's tight, it's not gonna leak. I know these engines and they should have exact 3.5 bars of pressure, which is 50 psi, and fuel pressure regulator is not regulated with vacuum. So what that means, the fuel pressure regulator is set to the specific amount of pressure. Doesn't matter if it's on low RPM or higher RPM. All the cars have fuel pressure regulator regulated with vacuum. That means on low RPM you expecting a bit lower pressure. On higher RPM, when the vacuum drops, you should read more. But in this case I should see 3.5 and nothing more, nothing less. As we saw, the fuel pressure didn't reach 50 psi. That means each cycle of the engine, especially on high RPM, injectors are spraying less of fuel because the pressure is lower. Even if the injector is spraying the same, during the same cycle, the same amount of time it's opening and closing, we're spraying less. The pump, or maybe something is clogged, maybe the filter is bad. However, we can do first the fuel filter. If that's not gonna help, we can change the pump. One good thing in this car, fuel filter is equipped with fuel pressure regulator. So when we're changing the fuel filter, we're changing the same way we're changing fuel pressure regulator. So two things in one go, and we can check the fuel pressure again. If it's good, that means that was only the fuel filter. If that's not gonna help, we know the fuel pump is weak and it's not giving enough pressure. These filters in this car are quite huge, so they don't have to be changed that often. However, it's good practice to start with simple things like filters. Like I said, if that's not gonna help, your fuel pump is next. So I'm 100% sure changing one of these two or both is gonna fix the problem, and the car is gonna have the same amount of power like it's supposed to have, and that's the fix. So guys, I hope this video was quite useful. If you have any simple OBD2 scanner or even Bluetooth with fuel trims, you're probably gonna be able to do the same thing what I show you. So please like and subscribe, and see you next time.